I aimed a different way.
Suge's big. He's a big man.
I don't want to keep talking about Suge because
he'll run you over with a car.
Yeah, that's worse. Yeah,
Isn't that what he did?
He did, yeah. It's
sorry.
I don't want to keep talking about him.
Sorry, he won't run you over.
I think he's not convicted of that.
Really?
He was. Yeah, I don't think it's gone to trial yet. I'm not following it closely.
Lizzie knows these kinds of things.
I'd rather not talk about Suge.
You know what? I want to only speak the truth about Suge.
He's been arrested.
Give me the truth.
He's been arrested. He has not gone to trial for murder and attempted murder at that same night.
Okay, then he doesn't necessarily run you over with his car.
The trial is postponed, likely to 2017.
I don't want to get in the mix with Suge.
You don't want to get in the way of his car either. I mean, you don't.
Can we go to a happier place, which is my friendship with my dog Jade?
Yes, let's do that.
And the way that I want to take you to that happy place is by quoting one more poem from Jim Morrison, the bearded local in Schenectady, New York. Are we on the right path where will and conscience join and then melt into tomorrow's twilight? Like the priestly caterpillar, we'll take wing and fly. How far and how high to catch a star in cold blue sky? A blacksmith's billowed breeze fills our tender new wings and girds us onward in this race for time. That video that I showed you, that was a second poem that I did not have time to show you.
You think that's good?
I thought that was pretty good.
Okay.
It's better when he says it, I guess. He's got a rhythm to it.
Yeah, now that you slowed it down and I was actually able to see what the words were.
The first one's pretty good, though. Skip down a road clothed in simple innocence, where wiser men strode in their youthful exuberance. Take a share in our heritage and grow from a seed planted with the experience.
But he also, let's just be honest, he rhymed innocence and exuberance. Not really a rhyme. Then he rhymed heritage with experience, which is definitely not a rhyme.
No, exuberance and experience rhyme. We have not been to the beach much. It's like also.
Is this a new poem?
Yeah, it's called "We Have Not Been to the Beach Much."
We've not been to the beach much.
So
we haven't been to the beach as such.
And we used to, as a family, we used to go to the beach a lot, and then we used to go to the beach a bunch, and then we got out of that. And one of the reasons over the past year is because we've got Jade, and it's like, well, I mean, you're limited amount of time you can spend on the beach if your dog's in like a kennel or just back home. Mm-hmm. But I searched for dog beach. And there's only like, in all of Los Angeles, there's only like 3. And one of them's like way north of Malibu.
No, too far.
But there's one called Susie's Dog Beach, or I'm pretty sure that's right. Like, it's basically just south of Long Beach, basically Long Beach. So I decided to...
That's a pretty long ways away, too.
Well, I mean, it was like an hour drive, but it's not that... That's as close as any beach that you can take a dog to.
There's no dog beach closer to that than that?
Than 1 hour away.
That can't be true. We got to do something about this. We need to get some legislation passed.
Well, you haven't even been, brother.
Have you been down to... I've been down to just beaches in L.A., and there's syringes and 40s and all kinds of stuff just all over the beach. Why can't you just let a freaking dog be on the beach?
Well...
Get a grip.
I mean, adding dog crap and pee-pee into that mix doesn't improve it.
Mayor Eric Garcetti, I am calling on you. I know you're a fan of the show. Don't know if you watch more, but if you are... If you do, welcome.
I love the fact that you're fighting for this, and I haven't even told you my story. I don't know what's at stake
I'm anticipating
anymore.
That your story is so good, and you had such a good time, that we need to have more good times closer. So, Mr. Garcetti, please, let's talk about this. Link and I will make an appearance before the city council. Is that what happens? I don't care what it is, but we'll bring our dogs, and we'll wear bathing suits. We'll do it on the beach.
Yeah, bring it to us, Garcetti.
Bring everybody to the beach.
I read the Yelp reviews, and they said that it's a clean beach. So that helped me because...
Okay.
And then we show up with Jade, and there's dogs everywhere on the beach. It's like I couldn't even tell where the beach ended and the ocean began.
Every beach-loving dog in the Los Angeles basin is there.
Is driving there.
There's no place to go, Eric.
And we got there early. It was like 10 a.m., and there were like... huge dogs. Like when we walked up with like Jade, it's like first time she's like on sand like this. It's like a little kid seeing snow for the first time. And then these 2 German Shepherds barrel past us.
Yeah, dogs that take craps bigger than your dog.
Yeah, one with like a GoPro strapped to its back.
Really?
No owner in sight. I think the owner was inside of the GoPro.
Controlling it from his apartment in downtown Los Angeles because he doesn't want to go all the way to Long Beach.
GoPros can do that. And we let her off of her leash once we got down to the ocean. Well, it's a leashless place, Rhett. That's the premise.
Is there a fence around it?
No, there's no fence. There's no nothing. It just leads to the adjacent beach, where they allow jet skiing.
Oh, the jet ski beach.
Jet ski beach and the dog beach right next to each other. Where, I mean, throughout Los Angeles, they're very protective. You can't even surf on some beaches where there's people are swimming. You know, let's shove the dogs and the jet skis over here. Did not see a dog on a jet ski, but I thought I almost was going to because some dogs almost got on one that was taken off.
Really?
2 terriers.
Wow.
Take Jade off the leash, and she starts bolting around like at a speed I've never seen this dog go. And I told Christy, I was like, I take so much joy in having this dog. Why do we have kids when we could just skip to the dog?
Yeah, well, tell everybody that hasn't had kids yet.
Just skip to the dog. Just kidding. We love our kids, but
we do.
I mean, I am continually amazed. I'm not ashamed to say how much of a dog person I've become. That like this dog is running around in exuberance, and it gives me joy untold. Unmatched in any other way.
You talk about this like you didn't understand how dogs worked.
So before. Happy.
Have you never seen a dog run around?
I've never seen a dog so happy. And then it felt great to have the dog run around everywhere. And then she came and sat down next to me, and this Bassett hound came up and started sniffing around. And then she was like, like, this is now our spot. You got to stay out of here, Bassett. Mm. Yeah. So then the kids run down into the water.
What about the dumps, though?
People are cleaning up dumps, like grabbing
Exactly,
dumps.
Mayor Garcetti.
They're cleaning up.
We're just a bunch of slobs?
But they're grabbing the dumps at all times.
Yeah, I mean...
Very responsible.
I don't even let my dog's dump hit the sand.
Well...
I see her... No, I can see Barbara from a mile away. I see her. She gets in that position, and I'm fast. I got long arms. Boom, I'm there. I'm catching it, not with my bare hand, but with a bag. Listen, that's part of the thing. I'll present it to the council.
You got to catch it before it hits?
Yeah, we promise... At least the 2 of us
do. You got to get a tall-legged dog if you want to catch...
We promise to catch the poop before it hits the sand.
Jade's legs are too short for me to do that. I'm going to have to dig a hole and back her up to it and put my hand under there, and I'm not doing that. I still have pride.
Pick her up while she's doing it.
Well, there was a dog that was doing it as squatting like right down there where the water was coming up, and then the owner ran out there and grabbed the dog and pulled it back so it could poop somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly, because we're not idiots. People are not idiots. A lot of people are idiots.
It was a bit scary, and then... So Jade jumped in the water by accident, and then Lily like rescued her and pulled her out. But I took her into the water and made her swim all the way back.
How do you jump into the ocean by accident?
Well, because it comes at you, and you're a dog that's never been there, and you don't realize that like I'm not just going towards this water.
She was overtaken.
It's coming at me.
She was
at the same
overtaken
time.
by the ocean.
And then Jade just kind of chilled out with us, and I felt like a king. When you got a dog just sitting there protecting you, you feel like a king. And I said, Lando, you want me to
protecting you?
Yeah, like when a Bassett comes up. Mm-hmm. And Lando got bored, and I was like, Lando, you want me to dig a hole? Because I brought a shovel. So I dug a big hole, big enough for my son to get into. I said, now I bury you. He didn't like that joke. I didn't bury him. And then we took the sand from the hole, and we built a castle with it. And then a bulldog comes up and pees all over it.
Yeah. Sounds like a great day.
When we were leaving...
You're really selling this dog beach. We really got to work on your story before we go to, go to the mayor. I'm saying, I really had...
I thought we're talking to the mayor right now.
I had incredible... he's quit watching by now. But I had incredible hopes for getting a dog beach closer. And then all you've told me so far is the dog ran around happy, which...
Joy.
that happens in my own house, usually with Barbara.
Well...
then the dog got overtaken. The dog nipped at a Bassett hound, and then you built a sandcastle and another dog peed on it.
Bassett hounds
We got to sell the story better than this.
Yeah, so we're driving back home, and I'm like, kids, what did you think? Should we come back here? They said, well, the waves aren't that big because there's a wave break. But Jade had a really good time. It gave me unmatched joy.
Yeah,
That's what my kids said.
Yep.
And then Lando said, well, I really liked it. I liked seeing all the dogs. But the problem is whenever you build something, a dog comes along and pees on it. I was like, well, that's
good.
That's real, man. That is real.
Maybe that's why they don't have dog beaches in the rest of LA. Got to catch the pee, too.